What's up, y'all, and welcome to another video. This one's gonna be nice and short, and really only for a select number of people, I think, in my audience. This will only be for the Star Wars fans, but there is a May Star Wars special going on for PSA, and I do plan on doing a Star Wars submission. So as with all submissions, I am gonna go ahead and record a video showing what I am setting off. So I'm only setting off vintage Star Wars in this mission. I do have some modern Star Wars, as you may have seen in previous videos. This one is going to be vintage, and it's nice. The special is $15 a card. I think that's a good number, and a good number to start sending at for these vintage cards. I got these in a couple different collections. They're in pretty good condition. I picked out the best ones from the collection. You know, these are old cards. We're talking 1977, so there is going to be some wear and tear. I'm not expecting high grades, but I am hoping for some decent ones. So we'll see. You know, I will kind of throw some numbers out here as I go through. I could be entirely wrong. So this one might be very fun, just to kind of go back and look at for myself what I thought these would get versus what they ended up getting. So first up, we have nice Ben Kenobi card, relatively well centered. Like the centering is a little bit off, but relative to other cards in the set, I think the centering is pretty good. The corners on this card actually look pretty good. I think there are some surface defects, like that white dot there, a little bit of discoloration on this left side. I think that's gonna bring it down. I'm gonna estimate I'm gonna reach for the stars and hope for a 7 on this one. That's kind of what I'm hoping for there, and that should kind of give you an idea of. I have pretty low expectations going into this. That card could very easily get a 6, but I'm gonna hope for a 7. Now we've got a Mark Hamill as Luke Skywalker. This is not the expensive Luke card. Again, we've got some surface defects. I think it's hard for me to judge what the original art looked like. I have not looked at a lot of 10 copies of these cards. This one's corners are a little bit more rough. Centering is a little bit more off. I'm going to go with a 6 on this one. I would not be surprised if across the board I am just one high on all of these. Like that first card, the Kenobi gets a 6 and the Skywalker gets a 5, but you know, we'll see. Corners on this one, okay. Centering, pretty good. A cool card, you know, the original Darth Vader. The surface actually looks pretty good on this one. I'm going to go with a 6 for that one as well. I think the corners are pretty comparable to the Luke. This Han card, these I was going to grade in pretty much any condition. The corners are a little bit worse. Centering is a little bit off. I'm going to go with a 5 on this one, to be honest. I think that one's going to grade a little lower. The second Han card, almost worse, but pretty comparable. I'll go with 5 on that one as well. Now we've got Princess Leia, looking pretty good. Centering left to right is pretty off. I'm going to go mostly do the centering with a 6 on this card. You've got Han Solo and the Millennium Falcon. Corners are looking decent, not the best I've seen, but not terrible. Centering left to right is definitely off. I'll go with a 6 on that one. We got R2. Corners look real sharp on this one. There is some surface issues. Same that you know, faded left side, and some of these cards are plagued by. I think that's just like some crap in the case. This is a really nice looking card. I'm gonna go with a 7 on this one. And we've got Centered in the Labyrinth. You know, for me to grade a random card like that, you'd think it would look really good, but I do see some corner issues in the top left corner. It's relatively well centered though, and pretty clean. I will guess a 6 on that one. 6s in these cards seem to go for around $30 to $35, so at $15 it is just barely worth it. I'm hoping I hit some 7s. I will probably be selling most of these cards, but I may keep a few in my personal collection. Corners actually look pretty good on this one, and the centering actually looks pretty good on this one. The surface looks really nice. I think the colors on this one really pop nicely. I am going to go with I'm still going to go with the 7. I thought about going with an 8 for that one, though. So if that one gets an 8, I'll feel pretty good. Last but certainly not least, the the #1 Luke Skywalker card. This one, I am excited to see what it gets. Luke I'm going to grade in pretty much any condition, but it's honestly not terrible. The corners are a little rough. The centering is not the best, but it's not terrible. And the surface, similarly, is not the best, but not terrible. I'm going to guess a 5 for this Luke Skywalker card. We will see. 5s go for around $100, it seems. 6 would be real nice. And I couldn't even dream of anything higher than that. So, we'll see. This is definitely the roughest corners of anything I'm submitting, but overall, fits pretty well with the rest of the submission. And that will be the first card in my submission. So hopefully they will look at that and be like, this is a 6. And then some of those cards that I said 6 will get a 7. So we'll see. Really have no idea what to expect. So I'm really curious how well I'll pre-grade for this. And that'll be kind of a determining factor as I move forward buying these collections, these vintage Star Wars collections. If I can pre-grade pretty well, I probably will pick them up because there's some money to be made there, and I really enjoy the cards. I think they're really nice. A lot of history there, this being the original Topps Series 1 Star Wars set. So thank you guys for listening and watching, and I will catch you on the next video.